ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
You've clicked on the Weather Xtreme video from ABC 3340. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters with you for this Saturday, May the 24th edition. Let's take a look at some Skycam images, and how about this? A little bit of patchy fog in spots. This is looking at our Coleman Skycam. And then if we look at Clanton, I don't see much fog around Clanton. A few clouds painting the sky as the sun is beginning to rise. And then I sure love this shot of the Edmund Pettus Bridge down at Selma looking over the Alabama River. And the river sure looks calm down there. We do have a bit of a front draped across the area, though I don't think we're going to see a lot of showers today. But at the surface, we certainly have that. Of course, a lot of action out in the Central Plains, especially just to the lee of the Rockies. At 500 millibars, we have a rather pinched ridge between that huge low off on the west coast over California and the trough on the east coast. And that ridge is going to be a part of our future here, a big part of our upcoming future for the next several days. Temperature-wise, it is rather mild, a little tough to find anything below freezing unless you go way up into Canada. But certainly across the southern tier of the United States, temperatures generally in the 70s. A little closer to home, you can see that we have temperatures generally in the 60s. And notice all those fog symbols. So we're certainly getting a good deal of patchy fog. Expect that to all burn off fairly quickly this morning. QPF, lots of precipitation forecast on nearly 5 inches across the central part of the country, but not for the southeastern U.S. We're back into a showery regime, and with that, not very much. As a matter of fact, it looks like a tenth of an inch. Maybe, if you're lucky, you might get something up to a quarter. Of course, with spotty showers over the next several days and into the latter part of next week, then, you could get a little bit more if you get under one of those better showers. Looks like it was certainly an active weather day yesterday across the United States. Here's the Storm Prediction Center's storm reports for yesterday. Number of tornadoes reported, and certainly a chaser's paradise. The Storm Prediction Center outlooking a large area from southern North Dakota all the way down into northeastern Kansas and northwestern Missouri. That area shifts on day 2 over into Iowa, northern Missouri, and parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin. And then it becomes an elongated area stretching all the way from Ohio all the way over into Kansas. So certainly a lot of action going on. No day 4 through day 8 outlook shown because they weren't indicating anything. All right, here's the 06Z GFS model run. And here is the 500 millibar pattern for tomorrow, Sunday. And I think you see why I'm really thinking we're not going to see many showers. We got a ridge in place. Yeah, we might see an isolated one here or there, but certainly no indications of anything big. And the GFS showing most of the showers off to our west and northwest, and perhaps even down along the Gulf Coast. By Monday, the ridge is flattening a little bit in response to that very strong trough coming out of central Canada. And that trough comes across the Great Lakes on Tuesday, and that, of course, is the main weather system indicating that severe weather. That will be dragging a front down across the Ohio River Valley, and as that trough migrates across into New England, that will drag that front down into the southeastern U.S. So it kind of looks like Wednesday could be one of our better days for some precipitation. By Thursday, we've got a little bit of a disturbance there over the Carolinas, but it looks like the ridge off to our west is beginning to grab hold of our weather once again, and it looks like things should dry out. Once again, though, the possibility of an isolated shower can't be completely ruled out. Looks like things stay relatively dry even through Saturday, and then Sunday you'll notice another front kind of comes in from the northwest and north, and that will help to increase the possibility of some showers. All right, let's zip out into Voodoo Land, and guess what? As we head into June, the GFS certainly giving us something to watch, and being very consistent. It is indicating a tropical system down in the Caribbean coming across the Florida Straits between Florida and Cuba. And there it is, the surface low. Now, what it does with that is to bring it pretty much over into southwest Florida, and then by Sunday the 8th, you can see that it is pretty much a remnant of itself up over the Carolinas. Do I believe this? Well, I must admit it is becoming rather persistent, that GFS, so we'll just have to wait and see. And if it does, of course, this might become Arthur with the hurricane season beginning June 1st. We appreciate you tuning into the Weather Xtreme video from ABC 3340. Hope that you have a great Saturday, and God bless.
Weather.